Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn how to make a flower coaster, and for that I'm going to use these two colors. This is milk cotton yarn 4 ply and the hook size is 4mm hook. So first things first, we are going to start with the magic ring. Okay, so this is how I make the magic ring. So I'm gonna wrap around my left index and middle finger like this and make a cross. And from the hook I'm gonna slide it under and over and pull it through and twist. And then I'm gonna chain 1. This is not the first stitch, this is just to make the magic ring. And then I'm gonna make another chain because I'm gonna be doing double crochets. So let's start with our first stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now that is my very first stitch into the magic ring. Also, don't forget to mark your first stitch using a stitch marker if you have, or if you don't have, you can use a bobby pin or another color yarn. Okay, so you can see 3 chains here. The third one, that is the first stitch, because the initial 2 chains we made it just to get up to the necessary height. Okay, so mark your first stitch. After that you are gonna continue making double crochets. So by the end of the first round you should have 8 double crochets in total, 8 stitches, and I'll meet you guys by the end of this first round. Okay, I finished doing the double crochets. To close the opening you can pull from the tail and then you can see it will get closed nicely. To end the round we are going to make a slip stitch into the very first stitch. Remember where you put the stitch marker in, you're going to insert your hook into that and pull through and pull all the way through so that you will get a perfect circle. So this is the place where it differs from the amigurumi, because in amigurumis we just continue the spiral, but here you're going to make a perfect circle by ending the row with a slip stitch. To start the next round you're gonna chain 2 and then you're gonna make 2 double crochets into the first stitch. That means you're gonna do an increase. So for each of the stitches in round 1 you're gonna have to make 2 double crochets. So by the end of the second round you will be having 16 double crochet stitches. So this whole flower coaster pattern will be based mainly on double crochets. So as you can see, I'm gonna make another double crochet into the same stitch. So for the second stitch, again 1 double crochet and into the same another double crochet. So I'll meet you guys by the end of row 2. I'm at the end of round 2 and you can make sure that there are 16 stitches. Just count the V-shaped stitches and you should be having 16. You should not be having more than 16 or less than 16, exactly 16. So you'll be seeing like 3 V shapes, but do not do any work into those. You simply have to stop when you have 16 stitches and then into the place where the stitch marker is, where you started the second round. You're going to insert the hook, pull up a loop and pull all the way through and end the round with a slip stitch. I hope you understood and I'm not confusing you. Okay, so this is how it should look like by the end of 2 rounds. And to start off with the third round, again we are gonna chain 2. And into the first stitch you're gonna make 1 double crochet. Don't forget to mark your first stitch. Into the next you're gonna do an increase. That means you have to make 2 double crochets. 2. Into the next again 1 double crochet, and into the next 2 double crochets. So the pattern is double crochet, increase, double crochet, increase. So you're gonna repeat this until you reach the end of round 3, and I'll meet you guys by the end. Okay, I finished doing round 3, and by the end of this round you should be having 24 stitches. So just as before, you're gonna end the round by making a slip stitch into the first stitch. So remember where you had your stitch marker, you can insert the hook there, pull up a loop and pull it all the way through, and you will be having a perfect circle. So to start the next round, you're gonna chain 2, and into the first stitch you're gonna place 1 double crochet. Don't forget to mark it as your first stitch. Into the second stitch you're gonna do an increase. That means you're gonna make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Into the next stitch, the third stitch, you're gonna place 1 double crochet. So the pattern is double crochet, increase, double crochet. You're gonna repeat this until you reach the end of the round. By the end of this round you should be having 32 stitches. I'll meet you guys at the end of round 4. Okay, I'm at the end of round 4, and I will be having, and you should be having 32 stitches by the end of this round. Just count it to make sure that you have the correct number of stitches, because otherwise you won't get the exact flower coaster that I have made in this video tutorial. Okay, and just as a side note, the coaster seemed like curved a little bit, like a cup shape. Don't worry about it, it will be okay. Okay, next for our next round, just as before, we're gonna chain 2, and into the first stitch you're gonna make 1 double crochet. Mark it as your first stitch. Into the next you're gonna make 1 double crochet. Into the next 1 double crochet, and into the next stitch you're gonna do an increase. That means you have to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So the pattern is 3 double crochet, increase. Okay, again 1 double crochet, into the next 1 double crochet, into the next 1 double crochet, into the next, do an increase. So you're gonna repeat this pattern until you reach the end of this round, and I'll meet you guys there. Okay, I'm at the end of that round, and by the end of this round, round number 5, you should be having a total stitch count of 40 stitches. Okay, so count to make sure that you have the correct number of stitches, and that is going to be our final round. We are gonna change the colors now. Normally this is how we would end the row. We're gonna insert the hook into the first stitch and pull it all the way through. But instead of doing that, what you have to do is, as normal, you can insert the hook, but instead of getting the green yarn out, you're gonna pull through the white color yarn. So look at the video, you're gonna pull through the white yarn, just like this. Make sure that you are having the right side faced towards your side. And chain 1. So after 5 rounds of green, we are changing to white to make the flower petals. So for the first stitch, you're gonna insert the hook, pull up a loop and pull all the way through and make a slip stitch. Into the next you're gonna make 2 half double crochets, and into the next you're gonna make 3 stitches. So the first one is 1 double crochet, and into the same you're gonna make a half double treble crochet. I'm not sure what the correct term is. You just yarn over twice, insert the hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all. It's like in between a double and a treble crochet, so that's why. And into the same you're gonna make a double crochet. Into the next you're gonna make 2 half double crochets, and into the next stitch you're gonna do a slip stitch. Okay, so that is 1 flower petal. If you follow this pattern correctly, you will have 8 flower petals. Again, start with 1 slip stitch, into the next 2 half double crochets, into the next double crochet, 1 half double treble crochet, and again a double crochet. So you are making 3 stitches into that. This is the half double treble crochet. I hope that is the term. And into the same, the double crochet, into the next 2 half double crochets, into the next a slip stitch. So the pattern is slip stitch, half double crochet increase, double crochet, 1 half double treble crochet, double crochet into the same, into the next half double crochet increase, and slip stitch. You'll have to repeat this pattern for 8 times to get 8 flower petals, and at the end you're going to finish it with a slip stitch. Leave enough yarn tail to hide it, cut it, and place some knots to secure, and you are done. This is the flower coaster. So for me, I'm just gonna make some knots, cut the yarn, and burn the ends. So this is me trying it out on underneath a cup. I absolutely love this green color, and this is a super easy coaster. You can make this in under 15 minutes, and this would be a super cool gift to your mom or to someone who loves coasters. You can customize the colors. Of course, I did it with green and white. You can use maybe a sunflower theme, like brown and yellow, something like that. You can be super creative. This is a super easy pattern, and I hope you guys love it. If you have any questions or comments, please mention down below. And as always, I'm very grateful for all the support you guys give me. I'm so sorry because I couldn't upload patterns regularly because I've been having my daytime job and my studies. I couldn't allocate time to prepare tutorials, but I think I will put up few tutorials during this holiday month, which is I'm gonna be staying for another 1 or 2 weeks at home. So yeah, stay tuned guys, and do check out my Instagram if you'd like to participate in tester calls. Well then, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.